Here he is, 18th hole at Wentworth. 210 yards away. Needs a high fade, landing soft. This is the shot that I really cannot play at the moment, but I'm excited. I've had a great round so far.
Pete! Pete! What are you doing? We've got Monday Night Golf Show to film. What? Stop messing about. We'll do that shot later. Get on over here. We need you now. Come on, we'll do that shot later. Get on over here. So guys, welcome down to the Monday Night Golf Show. This is the BMW PGA special, and we are excited to bring you another action-packed episode.
Absolutely, and this is what you're going to expect within the next 30 minutes or so.
Alex Noren's shot to win the BMW PGA Championship. Rick's top tips for mid-irons. The GolfBidder Long Drive Challenge. And a live Q&A.
Guys, as you can see, we have got another action-packed episode here on the Monday Night Golf Show. And because we couldn't unfortunately get to Wentworth, we brought Wentworth to us. So we're down here at the Foresight HQ, where they've just recently had the Wentworth West Course mapped.
Absolutely. Easy for you to say, I suppose. Yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic track, a much remodelled track as well, around which Alex Noren absolutely shone. Not so much in every round, but just in the one. But that's all he needed. He's that good of a player, he only needs one round. One good round.
It was quite sensational, it really was. And with us as well, we're not just on our own, we are here with our beautiful live audience. Thanks very much for coming down, guys. And some guys who actually got to the event, so we're going to get their feedback as well. Actually, they were at the event on practice days and on tournament days as well. Alex Noren. This should be called the Alex Noren Golf Show.
It should be.
Because he smashed it.
He absolutely just destroyed everyone else. And he didn't have a head start. You know, he was coming from a long way back. I think there was 22 players ahead of him by the time he went out. And by the time the leaders went out, he'd already been 2 hours into his round.
Yeah, so he teed off 2 hours early than the final group. And there was 22 players ahead. He was 7 shots back teeing off.
Absolutely. And they weren't choppers in front of him.
Oh, they were good players.
They were decent players. And they were a long way ahead. And when they actually got out and when they started to play, they did get off to a fast start. So Larry got up to 9 very quickly, and there was quite a few others around that 9 under mark. Burmeister, yeah.
He got off like a train as well, and it was incredible. It was like, oh my God, these guys are going to get to 20 under.
And then, as soon as that eagle putt dropped from Noren, after an unbelievable shot on the last, by the way, which we are going to recreate, as Rick said, the heavens started to open. I'm going to recreate. The heavens opened, the rain came down, and players started to struggle. So if the weather stayed fine, we never know. We might have had a different result. But that's golf. You know, you got to adapt to the conditions, and the players weren't able to do that. And that's why Noren walked away with a hefty check.
Yeah, so he had a bogey-free final round. He was 9 under stood in the last hole from 210 yards away. He stuck it into about 3 or 4 foot and sunk a great eagle putt to post the score at 11 under. And he had 22 players behind him to beat that score. The closest was Francesco Molinari, a friend of the show through a mutual friend, the top. He hangs around with Francesco. He was 2 shots back. So he actually won by 2 in the end. And this is the first Rolex Series event.
Absolutely. So it's a new initiative with the European Tour, basically pumping £7 million in per event, not just the winner.
Prize fund.
That would get him in, wouldn't it? Yeah. So £7 million prize fund. It's almost £1 million for the winner, and it's going to be over 7 events. So we've got Wentworth, 8 events. We've got Wentworth, got Turkish Airlines, got DP, and then others as well. And it's a good initiative. We don't really know where the money's coming from. We don't know if it's going to be a real success yet.
Oh, did you not get your Rolex through?
I did not,
no. Neither
I did not, no, unfortunately.
If Mr. Rolex is watching, we'll help you promote it. But the golf course has been redesigned again. And this has been redesigned by resident Ernie Els. You may have heard of him. He lives on the golf course, he lives on the Wentworth estate, he has had great success around Wentworth, and he's helped design the golf course in conjunction with European Golf Design. And very well received from the players, from everything we've seen.
Yeah, universally received very, very well. I mean, the changes that were made a few years ago, especially the 18th and other adaptations like that, that had a little bit more criticism, but now people have gotten used to it. The change to this time around, especially with the greens, the 007 grass, I love the 007 grass.
Yeah.
The
so
uniform
the
putting
same,
greens.
It's actually called 007. We're not just making that up. Peter's not making that word up.
Because that was one of the big criticisms about the different grasses on the greens, about how they were sometimes unfair because of the differences from one hole to the next. But yeah, it was universally praised, and that's not very often. There's always someone, especially who has a bad round, who'll come off and say, yeah, it's terrible, hate it. What a horrible, horrible place to play. Yeah. But everyone was absolutely loving it, which is great.
Paul to play it, okay.
Yeah.
With the fact of this, the course design, what is outstanding is how did they turn it round within a year? Because it's not like they missed an event. They finished it last year. They closed the golf course from when... who won? Chris Wood won, thank you guys. Chris Wood won.
Our good friend of the show, Chris Wood.
Played golf with him last week.
Literally last week.
Time flies. Time flies.
You know who else has won there?
Luke Donald.
Luke Donald, yeah.
I knew that one. So when Chris Wood won, they shut the course almost the day after and they have redesigned it. And not only did Ernie Els have an influence, not only did European golf designs have an influence, we've got two other guys claiming to have a little bit of influence as well.
Oh yeah, Paul McGinley and Thomas Bjorn.
I was on about you and me.
Oh right,
Did we not get a say?
No, we didn't. No, Thomas Bjorn and Paul McGinley, by the sounds of it, they were out there with the spades and the mowers, helping to redesign the course. Apparently they were player liaison or something like that, but yeah, I think after all the praise, they were making sure that people understood that they had some part in it.
In fairness, Thomas Bjorn, he plays well around there.
He does,
it's a Scandinavian course because current record holders or course record holders, which I don't now think stand. I think Alex Noren is the new record holder.
I'd say
it's
so.
a new course. 62. You've had Robert Carlson who had 62. And you had Thomas Bjorn who had 62. And now you've got Alex Noren who's had a 62. I feel like though Alex Noren's now stands because the other ones are old courses.
Yeah, I'd say so.
They have the course record for the old course.
Yeah, it's a new design. I mean, it's not massively different.
Every green's different.
Bunkers have been changed. Greens are different.
Yeah, I think it's a huge difference. Yeah. What I really liked, and hopefully everyone got to see this, I don't know if you did, was the initiatives that the European Tour were doing to promote the event. One of them a slightly waste of time getting from the car to the first tee.
Yeah, it was...
but it was quite a cool video.
It was overkill, sure. Had a free runner, Parkour runner, I believe the kids call it on the street. And he was doing a thing where he was getting to the first tee in time.
If you've not seen it, we'll link it below because it is a really cool video. What we liked about it is the fact that we've been there, and where they parked up and where they got to the first tee is a much easier route.
Oh, he literally, when he started to climb at the clubhouse, he could have looked over his shoulder and gone,
guys, I'll be a minute.
They're waiting for me there.
Filming this.
So I'll just climb.
But it was a really cool video. And the other one was young Aaron. I mean, this was a great video. Again, we'll link it in the description below. It was Aaron's birthday, 11th birthday.
I think so, yeah.
Ninth birthday.
He looks old though, doesn't he?
He looks old for his age.
Old for his age, yeah.
So BMW drives up. Winds the window down, it's beef driving, this BMW.
Very erratic with his driving as well. I mean, if I saw someone driving towards me like that, swerving across the car park, I wouldn't get in.
And I always got told when I was younger, don't get into cars with strangers.
Especially with beards. Big beards.
Exactly. Yeah. So he was with his dad, Aaron was with his dad. So he jumped in, beef was in the car, and this Aaron was just like, oh my God, he sat in the middle, it was great. I loved the shot.
Chatting to someone at the European Tour, and they were saying that the production, they were expecting Aaron to be a little bit more vocal, but he literally couldn't speak because he was so excited. But that's what actually made the video. Him sitting there and his face just like, what the hell is going on?
I loved it when he walked off and said, it's the best thing you've ever got me, Dad.
Yeah, yeah.
While we've got the live audience here, did anyone get to Wentworth and watch the event? You did.
Pro-Am, yeah.
I'll give you that. So you got down to the Pro-Am day?
Yeah, which
I kind of know this because we bumped into it while we were there.
Yeah,
did you enjoy the event?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like you said, the crowds were huge in that lot, and I think there was a record number for the Pro-Am as well. So that was good. Got to meet loads of famous people and golfers as well, which was cool.
Awesome.
And I also got to see Westwood's hole-in-one. I was on the tee when he hit that,
wow.
So that was good to watch.
Anyone else get a chance to go? I know, friend. We better speak to Tom because he got inside the ropes, Pete.
Come on, tell the story.
So Tom works down here at Foresight, and one of their ambassadors, Dennis Pugh, the golf coach.
Yeah.
He was walking around with Francesco.
Yes, so
Franny?
Dennis, yeah,
Fran
dog.
Yeah, just Fran.
Just Fran.
Yeah, yeah, so Dennis was out on the course with Fran with the launch monitor with the GC Quad. So we got to walk the last few holes with him.
Awesome.
Yeah, which was really cool.
Get on the greens.
No, couldn't quite get as close as that, but they did look fantastic.
not real friends.
No, not really. No, maybe acquaintances, I think.
And the course design looked good.
Oh, it's incredible, yeah.
And he came second. Did very well, 9 under, yeah. Very good round of golf as well last round.
And I think he had a bogey-free last round as well. I think he did really well. So I thought, in all, it was a very, very good event. We loved going watching it. We got there on the Wednesday. What the Rolex Series becomes, only time will tell.
Absolutely. It all depends on the money. Because at the end of the day, although the top players in the world would love to come back, if they are European players, come back to European Tour. At the end of the day, if they're playing in this, and then you've got a US PGA event, which they're exempt for, and they're playing for over $1 million, whatever it may be, you know, it's one of those things. It's always going to be more tempted to go where the more money is, and it's just the reality of the tours at the moment. But hopefully they can keep it going, they can keep the success up, because it was such a great event.
Yeah,
it looks
and
fantastic.
I think it works this week as well, because today is US Open qualifying at Walton Heath, so a lot of players who didn't actually get in the US Open shift over to Walton Heath day after and try and qualify.
Yeah, we're going to have to wrap this show up pretty quick, actually. We're 2 o'clock tea time.
That'll be the next one, quest for the US Open. So now we're going to move into the simulator and try and recreate Alex Noren's winning shot. Basically, as much as the 62 shots that he hit, this one particular shot on the 18th to set up the eagle chance. I mean, he could have actually birdied it still, wouldn't it? But he didn't know that at the time. So it was a 210-yard shot, 5-iron. We're going to create it. We're going to create it, recreate it. And then we've got a nice little prize for our fantastic audience, live audience, for coming down here. Our friends at GolfBidder have again put up a fantastic £200 check. Like P maybe said, you can't win that one. You'll get a smaller version. And we've got 4 drivers that have actually won at the PGA Championship, the BMW PGA. We're going to do the longest drive down the 18th.
Absolutely. So, let's get warmed up.
Yes, we'll head over to the simulator and try and recreate that shot. Ooh. Right, guys, so we have now come over to the simulator here at Foresight HQ. And with the help of GC Quad and Wentworth West course that's been mapped recently, we're going to recreate the winning shot from the BMW PGA. Alex Noren, 18th hole. There was really only one shot that stands out.
Yeah.
And he had an opportunity to post that clubhouse lead. He was currently 9 under. The last hole is a par 5, where the entrance into the green is really tricky one.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing
you can't go left.
I'm kind of wishing he just would have laid up and then maybe hit a wedge close.
Well, you'd actually be making birdie as well, but he did have to go for eagle. So he's 210 yards out. He hit 5-iron. Not much wind on that day. Yesterday. And we're going to recreate that shot and also tell you about how to potentially help you hit this shot as well.
Yeah, just talk you through the data a little bit and then just explain it a wee bit more.
We want audience members to heckle, don't forget.
/ cheer enthusiastically.
So like I said, this was the moment. So pin was kind of middle left, flat lie, hardly any wind at all, and he had to go for it. 5-iron was the shot in hand.
Okay.
So what are you seeing here, Pete? What are you seeing as the trouble and the danger? What are you thinking about the shot?
I'm seeing a lot of water, Eric. I am seeing a lot of water. It's weird because in a normal circumstance, even though it's 210 yards away, which on a par 5, I'm going to be pretty happy with.
Is it a good drive, by the way?
Is it a fantastic drive? Yeah. I mean, I'd still be tempted to lay up here, just because of the difficulty of the shot around the green.
This situation?
Well, yeah, but I'm not Alex Noren, am I?
No, you
let's face it.
Because he doesn't think, he thinks 10 under's not going to, he probably doesn't think 11 under's going to win.
At that point in his round, he's free-flowing, he's putting great, he's hitting it great. He's just going to go for everything. It wouldn't matter how far away he was. Well, obviously it would have, but you know, it wouldn't have really mattered. He would have gone for that shot.
Okay, so recreate it, Peter. What are you thinking of a shot like this?
For me,
technique-wise?
For me, I'm just trying to, I've got a 5-iron here. I need to hit it hard. I need to hit it hard, and I need to get loft to actually get it landing soft. So I'm not, because there's no room at the front of the green, the bailout's right. If I want to land this on the green, it's going to have to go high. So I'm going to use a slightly different technique than Noren. Noren is very much left-sided, coming down into impact. Very, very steep descending angle into the ball. And as he comes through, he has that little bit of not a buckle exactly in the wrist, but it's a little bit of a flicky action coming through. But because he's so much in this position, he needs that to extract himself out of it, or he's going to just be in a massive, massive divot all the time.
I think the way that he hits the ball so hard, that helps him do that. For most people watching, that's going to be incredibly difficult. So opting more for a shallower angle, not as going as steep, I guess?
Not as going as steep for myself, no.
Let's give this a hit. So 5-iron, in practice...
Indifferent.
Indifferent? Audience members are nodding in agreement.
There's a few different shots going on. that's a bit toey. So what I would have personally done is just laid up slightly left, because from that position there, this is just nice, easy chip on. So that was the first way I'd have played it. So the second way I'm going to play it here is going to be a little bit of a better shot, I think, possibly a bailout to the right-hand side. I've got all the shots. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I have got all the shots.
This is the shot. This is the shot.
Just travel just a wee bit for me, just a wee bit.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I missed. I was aiming for the right side. That was a little bit of a pull. I'd have been walking up to that green very unhappy.
I'm sure you would.
myself.
So can we just pull up the club data on this shot? Because I want to show, I think, something different to what potentially Noren does. And we saw Noren practice on the 18th hole when we were there on the Wednesday. And he was really, can I borrow that club for a second? He was very much in this, almost dragging the handle excessively forward, practicing this motion. And he does that a lot of his shots. He seems to kind of get that motion in there to lower the ball flight. And like Pete said, he gets that wrist kind of early extending straight after the shot. But he's got speed, he's got power to allow that. And Pete has obviously also as well. A lot of people watching might not have that ability to hit the ball so hard and stay in control.
Yeah,
because this is an important factor on that shot.
Absolutely, and it's something which is, for Noren, it's something within his swing, because if I try and hit down on the ball, if I try and strike down with as much force as he does, moving into, well, the practice swing that he has, moving into this position, how I would operate through impact is hitting the ball, hitting the turf, and I wouldn't be able to extract myself from that situation. No. But his handle starts moving upwards, his wrist angles start to change as well, and that's how he's able, although he does take still absolutely humongous divots at times, he's able to get himself out of that situation and hit very, very good golf shots.
So looking at some club head data from that last shot that Pete hit, and I think this isn't far away from what Noren numbers would be getting. He was hitting 5.6 degrees down. Now, to hit that far down on a 5-iron, you've got to have tremendous club head speed. Pete's club head speed on that shot was 98 miles per hour with a 5-iron that's the length of a 7-iron. So that's incredible speed to hit that far down. And you need that. If you're struggling with longer irons, even mid-irons, longer irons, unless you're creating ample club head speed, hitting down is not going to work for you. Hitting down with a 8-iron, 9-iron, pitching wedge is going to work a treat. But as you go into the flatter face clubs, the 5-iron certainly, placing that ball a little bit further forward and aiming almost, I hate to say it, but almost hitting a little bit cleaner, almost on the way up slightly. Because as soon as you start hitting down, unless you've got tremendous club head speed, above 90 miles per hour, you're just not going to be able to factor in that punching blow and get the shot that you're after hitting, really.
And yeah, I mean, 5.6 down with the 5-iron is relatively steep. You know, you'll see a lot of plays, although hitting the ball first in the turf is what the majority of tour players do, they're not all hitting that far down with one of their longer irons. But because my irons aren't longer, they're all the same length, I can do that a little bit easier. It does have its downsides as well.
I mean, that was a great shot. It's now just a hold the putt, which holding the putt might not be quite as easy.
I'll have an easier putt than from there than what Noren is up the hill, straight up the hill.
So a couple of key points on the shot. It was a tremendous shot. He had to go for it. He 100% had to post that number in the clubhouse at 11 under. He didn't know what was coming up. He had 22 players behind him, all chasing down this score. And I believe if he posted a 9 under or a 10 under, he would have been beat, because that was almost an achievable task at the time. But he shoots in there at 11 under, and suddenly the 22 guys behind him go, man, that's the score. And the rain kicked in, and suddenly that was the winning score. And it proved to be all the way through the final 2 hours of play. Awesome shot. Great shot, Peter. Well done.
Thanks very much. Appreciate that. You can have a mulligan in tournament play, right?
Yeah. And we're all right. Guys, don't forget, audience members, that was mulligan number 16. That's all right. Okay, that's allowed. Right, so now we're going to get you guys up. We're going to play a longest drive challenge on the 18th hole, with the help from GolfBidder and their second-hand golf clubs that they've provided from the drivers that have won the BMW PGA. Who's going to win this £200?
We can't play, right?
No, okay. We can't play. So while our competitors warm up, quite literally, I thought it'd be a good opportunity to give you the skill set for when you're next faced with a long iron shot and how you can succeed with the shot much, much better. So we just mentioned in the Alex Noren shot, unless you've got loads of club head speed, when you're faced with a longer iron, you need to not take too much loft off. You need to present loft. And don't be scared, certainly with a long iron, of getting the sensation that you're almost trying to hit up slightly. A lot of players, if they're getting a bit steep and coming over, when they've not got the speed, presenting enough loft is really tricky. So here's a couple of little tips to help you if you do struggle with your longer irons. Tip number one, don't be scared about getting that ball position in line with your left side of your chest. So feel like the ball position is left side of your chest. It's going to help you slightly hit up more and not descend on the ball too much. The other big point is when you're faced with a long iron, strike is key. So don't be kind of just thrashing at it. Try and stay within tempo, try and stay within your balance, and make sure you finish in a really strong way. So don't just try and thrash at it thinking, as soon as that club hits the ball, that's it, game over. I want you to get the feeling that you're trying to hit up, and then have that really strong finish position so that you're not gonna jeopardize the quality of the strike. So ball position slightly further forward, just underneath my left pec. I'm not gonna be hitting down too hard. I'm gonna catch this quite clean and feel like you get that really good strong finish while still swinging in rhythm. Now that's the shot. Oh, so close. Right guys, our competitors are stretched and ready to go. We've got 4 drivers that have all won the BMW PGA, going back from a number of years. We go Titleist 913 for Manacero, he won. And then Rory McIlroy won with the Nike Covert. Then we had Ben Ann win with the Titleist 915, and then we had Chris Wood winning with the Callaway XR. We've got 5 competitors. They're going to hit 3 tee shots each, choosing a weapon. The longest drive wins. We're on the 18th hole here at Wentworth West. Slight dogleg to the right. Runs out of fairway at about 307. Requires a little fade.
Got to be on the fairway. Can't just smash one down there as far as you want. Got to hit the fairway.
All these drivers were from GolfBidder, and GolfBidder have put this fantastic check of £200 to spend on GolfBidder for one of our lucky winners. We've also got an incentive coming soon as well to play with me and Pete at the end of the year and summer through GolfBidder. The link is in the description below. You also get £200 yourself to upgrade your own set, a piece of equipment in your set. So that's coming up soon, but link is in the description below. You're going to partner me or Pete. Guys, are you ready? Yeah. Right, let's see who can hit one of these the furthest. First competitor up. What's your name? Where'd you come from?
Matt from Kent.
And what's your handicap?
18.
Okay, Matt, I've seen. What's your first driver choice?
I'm going with the Callaway XR.
Chris Woods. Give it a rip.
It's a little left. We'll call that a sighter.
So I don't think that was the right driver for Matt. Matt, where are you going to go next? Hey? What driver are you going to go with next?
What is that?
That was the Callaway. That was not for you.
That was Chris Woods.
Nike.
Big.
Okay. Rory McIlroy's driver. Good luck.
Oh, that's curving round. That's more like it.
That is perfect.
That's a sighter. There we
so
go.
Far.
I knew they shouldn't have stopped making clubs.
One hand on the check. 237. How do you feel?
Amazing.
Amazing. So Matt's gone with one of the Titleist. He's gone for the 915, which is Ben Ann's.
Never hit one of these before, but I can't wait for
Oh, straightened out. Too straight.
237, leader in the clubhouse. Good work, Matt.
Thank you very much.
Okay, next up, Craig. Pop yourself up here, buddy. What are you going to go for first?
We'll go Nike first.
What are you going to go for?
Nike.
You're going to go for Nike. So, going to go for Rory's. Got 2 mics. Are you happy with Rory's?
Yes.
Fantastic. Oh, that was a strike. Oh,
Cut the corner.
cut the corner right over it. Unfortunately, that's going to be killing a woodpecker. Next
We'll
driver.
go Callaway next.
Callaway. So this is Chris Wood's driver. I think 2 of you would probably be about the same size as him as well. So let's go for this one. Oh, that sounded superb. That's gone a little bit straighter. Is it going to carry?
No.
No, that's killed an owl this time.
Which is the 13.
913. It's like a driver pick a mix, gentlemen. Oh. 237 to beat. Ah, new leader. Right, how do you feel?
Amazing.
He feels amazing, ladies and gentlemen, amazing.
So contestant number 3, what's your name and where'd you come from?
Paul from Liverpool.
Okay, Paul from Liverpool. What's your handicap?
12 on a good day.
Good day. Well, that's the handicap. If you're on a good day, what are you going to go with first?
Start with the knife.
Okay, Nike. I like how you came in full Nike attire as well. Right, Nike driver, give it a rip. Oh wow, that's in. Oh man, that's in Ernie's house. That is a right. Ernie, we apologise if you're watching this. That's in your garden. Right, okay, that's a loosener. Where are we going next?
Titleist. 915, I think it is.
915. This is Ben Ann's driver.
Oh, what's the Skyer one? Is that going to be a low spin Skyer? It's okay.
It's a good job it's second. It's a good job it's second hand. Right, are we going Callaway or the other Titleist?
The other Titleist.
Oh yeah, not a Callaway fan at all. Okay, so we're going 913. This is Manicero's driver. Currently no scratches on it. Can we keep it like that, please? Okay, that'd be great. Nice.
Oh, it's going to go.
So you'll be heading for a Callaway fitting anytime soon, is that right? Yeah. To be fair, give credit where credit's due. You come all the way down from Liverpool today, appreciate it. But you do not go home with £200.
Okay, then, young man, name and where'd you come from?
I'm Ryan and I'm from Kent.
From Kent, local boy.
Local.
And not very popular with the crowd, apparently. So what drive are you going to go for first?
I'm going to go for Mr. Rory McIlroy's.
Rory Mr. McIlroy's. Fantastic.
Nike.
And then practice doing John David over swing.
You say knack however you want.
I couldn't hold it.
That's in the trees.
It's okay, it's all good enough.
Right, have you been done for slow play?
Won a few times, yeah.
A few times.
I've just built the height.
Played one round 3 years ago. He's currently on the 16th. What's next on the list? Chris Wood's driver. Okay. Oh no, what's this one? This is going to be Manicero's, is it?
Nah, we're going to go.
Okay. Take us long to pick your clubs as well, don't you? Okay. Oh, that is an absolute worm burner.
Oh my goodness.
Told you, I can't.
Play much links golf?
No.
It's a real shame. We're going to go for the Callaway. Okay, previous winner Chris Wood. He'd probably win this one. Oh, that's got a little bit to the left-hand side. Right, how'd you feel?
No, it's all right. It was good. It was worth coming in.
That was good.
It was good. It was worth a try.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Right, congratulations.
For nothing.
Please have a seat. You must be tired after being on your feet for so long.
I am.
Okay, so last contestant, we've got Tom. Tom, where are you from? I'm just straight out from Foresight. Do you want to tell us about the GC quad?
It's brilliant.
There you go. So, Tom's been really good. He's coming on his day off to set this hole up. So we want to thank Tom and Foresight for letting us come down here and film. It is very good. And this is the best system. GC quad is awesome. Right, so what drive are we going with first?
Probably Callaway.
Chris Wood. What do you path, Tom?
About 5.
Oh, about 5. Okay, here we go. 255 to win, to beat. Oh, look at that little draw over the top of the corner. I think this might be winner.
That's going to be all over it. Look
that
at that.
Very good.
Oh, look at that. Oh, no, it's on there.
So guys, thanks for watching. Tom from Foresight.
Oh wow.
309. That's it.
Way to ruin the game.
Yeah. Tom, the winner. The winner.
I feel a bit bad, yeah?
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel fantastic, yeah. I'm just a bit gutted for the other guys. But...
I mean, it's slightly unfair.
You work here.
Slightly,
I would say that's insincere.
and he'll teach you all how to put boost mode on as well on the system.
I wonder why he was like furiously clicking the keyboard before he came up.
What are you going to buy yourself?
Probably a Callaway driver.
So we want to thank GolfBidder for setting this up. It's been awesome. We want to thank Tom and Foresight for letting us allow to use this space. Massive thanks to the guys coming down, and we're going to answer some of your questions and do the end of the show Q&A. Well done, Tom. You can take that away.
All yours. Tom from Foresight, 309 yards. He's in here all day.
Pete, we've got the questions to do.
It's all right, you got this. I'm busy.
Are you beating me yet?
No. Cut to the other one. Right, guys, that was an awesome challenge. Congratulations as well. Check coming home. And now we're going to do a bit of a Q&A. So, end of the Monday Night Golf Show, classic Q&A style. I missed this. Yeah. It's been quite some time. Yeah, it's getting emotional.
Let's start with some questions from the audience. I think this will be a good one. So, Ryan, question up. What have you got?
Most question I want to know, who's going to win the US Open?
I'm seeing it between Dustin Johnson.
Yeah, definitely.
Ridiculous today. But I also, US Open often throws in a bit of a curveball as well. You know, it's unpredictable conditions at Erin Hill, which looks unreal, by the way. I think it's going to be a good one. Yeah. And it's the next Monday Night Golf Show we're going to cover. Live from Erin Hills.
I think with all the US Opens, you've got to be looking. It's just
you can all make it, right?
Yeah. It's people with great touch who hit the ball high. So Jason Day, Dustin Johnson, those type of players, they're the ones who you've got to be watching out for, I think.
So next question coming in from Paul, who's come all the way down from, where have you come from today?
Liverpool.
Wow. Good work. Thank you very much. What's your question, Paul?
How do you find the current crop of players on the Champions Tour? Langer winning this week, John Daly joining, and who would you like to see, or who do you look forward to seeing in the future?
It is good at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the quality of golf that they play is absolutely fantastic, and Langer at the moment is just unbelievably good. He seems to be a better player now than when he was in his proper pomp. That doesn't sound right, does it? But you do get an impression really when you go to the Champions Tour, it's just a bit of a jolly. But actually, when you look at the golf, it's fantastic golf. It really, really is good.
Yeah, no, it is good. I must admit, I'll be honest, I don't watch too much of it. I'd love to get involved a little bit more, but you've got European, you go PGA, you've got the ladies, you've got the champions. There is a lot of golf to intake sometimes, which is tricky. Who I'd love to see? Oh, who would I love to see going on to Tiger? He must get there soon. He won't get that far.
I was going to say, they're all fitter than him at the moment on the senior tour. Imagine Langer and Tiger. Fair night.
So guys, thanks very much for watching the Monday Night Golf Show. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up and comment below. Thanks for our fantastic audience. Thanks for coming down. It's been awesome. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. And if you want to get involved, and if you want to get involved in playing with me and Pete, we're going to launch a new competition in conjunction with GolfBidder. At the end of summer, you're going to have the opportunity to play with us. Link is in the description below. So and join that.
Also win one of those big checks.
That's not in the terms and conditions. But you can get an opportunity to come and play with us. If you've watched this far, we thank you enormously. The next Monday Night Golf Show is US Open. And I feel like if you've got this far, you've done really well. And I think a code word is definitely needed.
Absolutely, code word. So at the end of long videos, always do a code word. What can it be?
What could be a good code word?
Good code word at the end.
Badger.
Badger. okay, badger. Badger thing. But it's got to be spelt like badger. So capital letters, a little bit, 3 A's.
And then use your imagination.
Yeah.
So, this is going to be, it's your fault, Liz. So, guys, thanks for watching. Do subscribe to both channels. Subscribe to Pete, subscribe to myself. Like I say, if you've enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up as well. We'll see you very next time down here, Monday Night Golf Show.
Erin Hills.
Maybe.
Yeah, going to be Erin Hills.
And thanks for Foresight for letting us use this place as well. It's been awesome.
Badger.